public Wi-Fi mesh network.
Yes.
Luke, on a scale of 1 to
Okay.
10, how happy does this make you?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
one is a little bit happy, like a little tickle in the bottom of your tummy. Okay, and 10 is like the happiest you've ever been in your life. You know, you just won the lotto and it was delivered to you by a naked supermodel, and you're gonna get on your private jet and go to your private island, and whatever.
I think given that intensity of scale, and given the fact that a 1 is actually decently happy, and like neutral happiness is not a 5, I'd maybe say at least a 6.
You'd say a 6. Okay,
but you got to remember the bottom of this scale is happy.
Yeah, so you're pretty happy.
So
you're pretty darn happy.
This is pretty great.
You're stoked.
It's amazing. The feature is called Sidewalk. It is sent to launch later this year. Man, I'm like up in my chair and everything. It will connect Alexa devices to nearby Wi-Fi networks, anyone's, even those owned by other individuals, not like store hotspots or anything like that. Sidewalk uses Alexa devices, including Echo and Ring doorbells, to create shared networks meant to help devices work better. I'll get into what that means in a second. Amazon said in an email to device owners, it allows nearby devices to use a portion of a neighbor's Wi-Fi bandwidth so devices can have more range. Also, I don't know where in the notes this is, but also it would help if you have a power outage, but your neighbor doesn't for some reason, because then
that happens
maybe
all the
it
time
can
here.
Still connect.
No, it happens all the time.
Does it?
No, of course not.
Okay, yeah, I was like, what the heck? It's always whole neighborhoods. So like, what a weird feature. But maybe that's a thing somewhere. I've never experienced that before. Yeah, these bridge devices share a small portion of your internet bandwidth, which is pooled together to provide these services to you and your neighbors. Oh, how nice! And when more neighbors participate, the network becomes even stronger.
I wish Jeff Bezos was my neighbor, because then I'd have a way nicer house.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if he has.
I wouldn't like talk to him or anything. I'd love to live where he lives. It's probably sick.
It would take you an extremely long time to get over to be able to talk to him.
Yeah, I know, right? Go for a hike.
Like many neighborhoods away, even if he was technically your neighbor. Amazon published a research paper detailing the technology behind Sidewalk and the steps taken to keep users' data private, because that's clearly a massive concern. The on by default approach is not consumer friendly.
Nope.
Thornton Trump, I'm not certain who that is, but it says no one rides on my Wi-Fi for free. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
especially a giant corporation worth billions of dollars.
Yeah.
There's a website. I don't know exactly what the URL is, but it gives a graphical representation of how much wealth Jeff Bezos has accumulated.
Oh, I know. And it just like you scroll like endlessly, and you like can't
just scroll
that far. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And it shows like the amount of money a doctor will make in their lifetime, and it's this like tiny,
it's like a pixel,
minuscule, just no size at all compared to the absolute mass that is Jeff Bezos's personal wealth. Even after losing a ton of it in a divorce. Beautiful. Amazon says, before Sidewalk launches, we will notify existing customers with eligible bridge devices so they can consider the benefits of Sidewalk before deciding if they want to change their preferences. Very, very specific wording there. And after all existing customers are notified, all customers setting up a Sidewalk bridge for the first time will have the opportunity to enable Sidewalk during device setup. It's basically only in the US right now, but apparently some people outside the US have received emails notifying them about the launch, so we're not necessarily sure what that means, but it is only in the US for now.
All right, so I mean, there's really no good way to put this. It is a matter of time until this gets horrifyingly exploited, And the fact that it is opt out
Yep.
rather than opt in. So that means it is enabled by default, means that there's going to be a ton of non-tech savvy people who don't understand that smart doorbell means it's connected to someone else's servers and someone else is poking around in there, that are going to be exploited. This is a matter of time, and it's that's a shame.
And considering how this is worded, we will notify existing customers with eligible bridge devices so they consider the benefits of Sidewalk before deciding if they want to change their preferences. There's a lot of very specific word usage in there. If they use that type of language when notifying their customers about the benefits of this new beautiful feature,
they're just going to turn it on. And be like, "Ah, whatever. Yeah,
it's not
I
turn
agree."
it on. They will not turn it off.
Right. Oh yeah, sure. That sounds fine. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, whatever. I don't want to bother going to that dashboard. I don't know how to get there anyways.
Exactly.